Good morning, viewers. Today, let us discuss how helping verbs help us in agreeing or disagreeing with a person. Suppose there are three persons, John, David, Shaker. Suppose John says that I like fruit. David says that, but I don't. And Shaker may say, so do I. Here, what does these three sentences mean? The first sentence talks about how David likes fruit, and the second sentence talks about how John doesn't like it, and the third sentence says how Shaker likes fruit. In this way, in real life, we don't usually like or dislike the opinions of others as they like them to be. We have our opinion and we express it using the helping verbs with the help of so, but, and neither, nor. Tomorrow we will be discussing them. Today we will be discussing only how to agree with the person and how to disagree with the person. Now, suppose I'm saying one more sentence is, I watch cricket too much. But the other person may say, but I don't. But I don't means I don't watch cricket too much. Suppose some other person says, so do I. It means that that person watches cricket too much. When there are three persons, one person may agree with us, one person may not agree with us. In order to agree with or disagree with, we use anomalous finites or helping verbs. But the way how we use them is different. If we agree with a person, we start the sentence with so, and we use the required anomalous finite and then the subject. If we don't agree with the person, we start with but, and later we use the subject like I, and then we use negative or positive, and then the subject or maybe the object. Suppose I say, some person says, I don't like coffee. But if you want to disagree with him, you say, but I do. But here you can't say, so do I. Because when the statement is negative, you have to use but and the positive statement. If the statement is positive, you have to use but and negative statement. Or I like coffee, but I don't. I don't like coffee, but I do. In this way, you can use auxiliary verbs to negate or disagree with a person or agree with a person. Now let us have some practice. English is not interesting. Suppose I say, but somebody says, but it is. Somebody says, I can't swim the river, but I can. I won't come to your house tomorrow, but Razu will. That means Razu will come to the speaker's house. Next we can say, I play cricket every day, but I don't. I don't eat non-vegetarian food, but I do. I visited many European countries, but I didn't. Here we use didn't because visited is the past tense, its negative form is didn't. Similarly, Razu has come, but Shankar hasn't. Razu has answered well, but Gopi hasn't. English is a fascinating subject, but it is not. Sanskrit is the mother of all languages, but it isn't. India is a great country. Here, we can't negate with it. Of course, some sentences cannot be negated in certain places. But I suppose I say the British are the most kind people in the world, but they aren't. In others' opinion, they are not the most kind people. If they are the most kind people, how could they perpetuate many atrocities on Indians and some other countries during their colonial rule? So, of course, some people say they are the most kind, polite, and respectable people. Of course, their manners may be so, but their actions are not. So, in this way, you can use anomalous finite profusely, very often, so that your English sounds natural, idiomatic, and your conversation sounds not doesn't your conversation doesn't look bookish. It is informal. It is idiomatic. In order to make your speech natural, you have to use anomalous finite, in order to participate in a conversation, dialogue, and in many other things, you have to use helping verbs very often, so that they become very useful to you and they help you in many ways. Tomorrow we will be discussing the other uses of helping verbs. Thank you very much for watching our channel.